All right, now Katrina and I are splitting off to do our solos. I'm headed to the barn. She's going to the old side of the building, and then we're gonna rotate. Good luck to you, my lady.
Thank you.
I'll see you on the other side.
All right, enjoy the barn.
So right now I am decked out with everything. Got the infrared camera, thermal camera, and right here has a readout of my multi-sensor. So I could, pretty much tell where everything is from one place. So we're gonna go upstairs and see a place that had activity earlier in our pre-investigation and see if we can replicate that experience.
Okay, so I am up here in the oldest part of the house. This house, I think they said 1750. So I'm back here alone. I'm doing my solo investigation because Michelle had mentioned that whoever is over here might not feel comfortable with every single person. So Heather is in the barn right now. I'm over here. Zach and Jay are in the newer part of the house, which isn't that new, it's 1840. And we're splitting off to see if this changes anything. I also have the Tesla coil with me to kind of charge the space because we've had some weird things with batteries happening up here. And I also have real-time EVPs that I can always switch to. So it feels strange up here. Okay, and I just heard something walk around, like one footstep, and I'm alone. There's nobody else over here with me.
So I'm in the barn, and this area right here is the exact spot where Bryn saw the man. So I'm gonna stick around in this area, and I'm gonna set up something I've never tried before. It's called a tripwire. It's an EM cable. It's an EMF cable made by the North Canton Paranormal Detectives. And what it is it's a strand of lights, and each one has an EMF sensor in it. And they light up according to the milligauss of EMF. So that goes along with the theory of, are these spirits able to create a disruption in electromagnetic energy? Do they use it to manifest? We don't know any of this. So this is always kind of an experiment, but I figured this would be kind of a good place because it's really dark in here and we'll easily be able to see if they light up.
We had an interesting experience kind of in this area when we were doing like the pre-investigation. So were you communicating with Greg last time we were here? Is it lonely here? I know you don't get many visitors.
It is terrifying here with the lights off. Just gonna say that, I wouldn't sleep here alone. And I'm somebody that has slept in many places alone, and I would not do it here. I hear somebody walking around downstairs. It sounds like maybe in the pool room, but nobody should be down there.
I want to introduce myself to whoever may be still on this farm. Maybe someone who worked in this barn and called this land their home. My name's Heather. And I think this land is beautiful, and this farm is beautiful. I just really want to know who you are. Ooh, that just lit up. Do you like that I'm in here?
I mean, if you want to make yourself known, you can reach out and try to touch us, try to maybe knock on the wall. We're just kind of looking for a sign that you are here, or maybe at least you can hear us.
Who's banging just there? It is taking everything I have not to run out of here screaming. I know it's quiet right now, but I gotta tell you, I feel so freaking uncomfortable up here. It's like, it's like that feeling on you, on like the little pricklies on your skin.
I feel kind of like, I mean, the best way I can describe this is I feel some type of like electricity kind of getting close to me, almost like static. It's kind of the feeling that I felt in the hallway, but I don't feel like something like shocked me, but I just feel like there's something that's causing me to feel like an electric sensation throughout my body. I know that sounds really weird, but I don't really see anything that could be causing that.
I feel so uncomfortable. I feel like stuff is on my hair. That's me. This is a place, and this is probably why I'm talking so much, because if I lived on this side of the house, I would always need to be talking to myself to distract myself. I don't like it over here. It feels so uncomfortable.
Is it maybe me? Maybe my presence is intimidating, or you don't feel comfortable around me? Maybe that's the problem?
Okay, so I am outside right now. I'm going to the barn. I think I'm gonna start where Bryn hears those voices and use real-time EVPs to see if I get anything. And hopefully I have time and I can go to the spot where she feels like she saw the man.
I'd really love to know what your connection is to this land. Were you one of the owners? Were you one of the workers? That's Katrina. Katrina's coming.
It's me. Are you having things happen?
No, but so I set up this tripwire and I decided to kind of stay in the general area where the man has been seen.
Yeah.
And I can feel, for a while, I can feel like a buzzing sensation through my whole body.
Really?
Yeah. It was kind of like, not similar to, like, I didn't feel like I was getting shocked, but I feel like I'm like vibrating. I'm buzzing.
Really?
Like it feels electric.
Did these go off at the same time?
So one of them did over here.
And you never feel that kind of stuff?
No, I don't, but it feels weird. Like, I want to say it almost feels like when people have stuff happen, they feel like a sensation through their body. That's kind of what I felt, but nothing happened in here besides that one light going off.
Let's see if maybe we can get this to go.
Who are you?
Who was Heather feeling? Josh?
Josh.
Did you hear Josh?
Yeah.
Too? Who was Josh? Josh, did you live on the farm?
Did one of these just light up?
One of those just lit up.
Does that mean a yes?
Is your last name Ma-
Maybe you don't feel comfortable with maybe me for some reason. I know you reached out to Jay multiple times.
If you want Zach to leave, can you make a noise? All you gotta do is knock on something and he'll leave this area and I'll stay here with you.
Here.
What was that?
Something up here. It wasn't a knock, it was like a... Was that you? Is that your sign? Gotta be a little louder with that. If you really want to get me out of here, or you don't feel comfortable with me, really let me know. Okay, hearing some more stuff. It could be a... Hello? Did you hear that?
No. Wait, what was it like? Ah!
Yeah.
What the f?
Dude,
Up there?
did you hear it?
I think so, yeah. I thought it was somebody breathing?
No, dude.
No, what was that?
That was like a I'm on edge now. So I was here, and
I think it came through your mic. Do you think your camera picked it up?
I don't know. So
It was very, very slight.
yeah,
in my
it was.
headphones.
It was louder here.
Could have been an animal outside.
I don't know. I heard some noises. I was like, oh, that kind of sounds like there's somebody up here.
Is there someone up here with us?
Again, what is your relation to this property?
If there's somebody here with us, can you please make a sound? Just let us know. Did you hear that?
Yeah, did you hear something over by you?
Yeah, it was 2 taps in here with me.
Okay, I think I heard that through the wall.
It was like, doot, doot.
Yeah, it was like,
Yep.
well, not that loud, but
Not
like
that
loud.
loud, but yeah, that's the... All right, if that was you, could you do that again? Is that you?
What?
I heard a footstep.
That was like a laugh, like an actual.
What was that?
What?
I heard that noise again.
The growl?
Yeah.
She's back. Who's back? Are you referring to the girl in the field? Who is that girl in the field?
Something's moving in this room, dude.
Where are you?
I'm losing my microphone. That doesn't connect around? Does that connect around?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Shh. Wait, listen. My microphone's full. What the f?
Hello? Those are footsteps. There has to be an animal in there. I
have the thermal. There's a lot of peeling paint.
You think that could be it?
Possibly, but I mean...
What does it sound like when one of these falls?
Drop it away. Literally, dude, I thought you were like in this connected room, and I heard it.
No, I mean, we both heard the footsteps loud and clear.
Okay. Animal.
Where?
Listen, it's gotta be, listen.
Oh,
Something in the walls.
that's disappointing.
Let's see if I can see it on thermal. Oh, I can kind of see some heat. You see that?
Yeah.
So
there a hole? I should make sure I don't like.
Yeah, like something. No, I don't think there is.
There's gotta be some type of nest or something like that.
Do you think that would account for that growl sound though?
I don't know.
Hi.
Hey.
Do you want
Are
to
you guys having any luck?
So
We had some activity. It freaked us out for a while. Now,
Yeah.
we're still unsure, but then we
there's
found
an
a,
animal in the wall.
Yeah, there's an animal.
There's an animal
on the third floor, like
Yeah,
all
the
the way
ceiling.
up.
Up here?
I
Yeah,
got
all
all
the
the
way up.
thermal too. So,
Oh.
But like
I thought I heard a growl.
we heard a growl. I heard it in my headphones off of his mic.
Yeah.
You heard a growl?
We thought it was, and we can't tell if it was an animal though. I mean, it could
So,
because we did locate an animal.
When I realized it wasn't him, I ran up there because I was in the static part. We were basically asking like, do you want Zach to leave?
Yeah.
And me to stay.
Yeah.
And that's when stuff started going nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
So I ran up there. We separated upstairs. We were hearing what sounded like
Bryn. That totally said Bryn. That said Bryn.
That was really loud.
That was so just so you guys know, that thing has been, we haven't really gotten a lot off of it.
We heard you say Bryn.
That was loud as
We heard you the whole way out there say Bryn. Can you do it again? That was really loud.
Yeah.
For us to hear it the whole way over there.
You trying to get a hold of Bryn?
Do you have a message for Bryn?
not now.
Not now. Do you want us to get Bryn? Can you take all the energy that's in this room right now and use that to communicate with us? No plans.
No plans. You obviously have a connection to this barn. What is it that you're looking for?
To
Does it
look.
say to look for?
I heard to look.
Yeah.
To look.
To look.
What are you looking for?
That's a great question. Yeah. That's a
Okay.
great question.
So you don't know what you're looking for, but you like this property.
Yeah.
What do you like the most about this property?
It's a school.
Something school.
So you're telling me this property was a school at one point?
Am I the only one that's like feeling like really like uneasy?
You don't feel good here.
No, I don't know. It's weird. Like I usually don't have feelings, but it's like
Yeah.
something's like, don't be here. Like I don't know. That's
Really?
the kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Do you, are you affecting Zach?
Like I'm like a nervous feeling. I don't know why.
Huh.
I didn't feel like anywhere else. I don't know how to describe it. Just like I don't necessarily like it. I think it's who are you or something.
Oh. Well, that's Zach.
Yeah.
I'm Jay.
I'm Heather.
I'm Katrina. Bryn told us we could be here. Is that cool? What'd you hear?
You guys scream like Are you upset because when last time we communicated, and I asked specifically, is it okay if I bring my friends?
It's nothing.
I asked if it's okay to bring my friends, and you said no, and I brought them. Are you upset with me?
Do you want Zach? He's right here. Do you want him to leave? You need a really definitive thing if you want him to leave. So like make one of these light off, bang on something, or say something through the device.
It's like, who are you? Mm-hmm. I think we told you who we are. Who are you?
Manager.
Oh.
You want to speak to the manager?
Is your name Karen? Karen the ghost.
Who's the manager of this farm? I'd like to speak to them.
Just me.
Who runs this farm?
All right, I'm gonna step out and see if maybe you're more willing to talk when I'm out.
Okay. Okay, Zach's stepping out.
You got your wish. Zach is gone. Does it make you feel better?
Much?
Definitely hurt the much.
Doesn't it make you feel better?
So we have a new game plan. Zach is going into the field to finish investigating the photo. Jay, even though Jay is new to the team, he's had a lot of things happen for him over in the 1750 house. So I don't know, call it initiation if you want to, but we sent him over there by himself to see if anything happens to him. Because we got Bryn's name coming through, Heather and I are gonna take Bryn to the barn, and we're gonna see if anything changes once she's over there. And she has had a ton of experiences over there. That's where her first experience was. So we'll see what we get while we're over there.
Heading upstairs now. 3rd floor. I don't know if it's just the heat rising, but it feels uncomfortable in here. I don't like being up here. Were you the one who growled earlier at me and Zach? If you're in here right now, can you knock on something, make a noise? Let me know that you're here.
Okay, so we wanted to bring you into the barn because we think we heard your name come through on one of our devices. Yeah, and it was weird. Heather was in here investigating and she had some things happen. And then I came in and joined her, and we were using like a spirit box, right? And it's a lot of jumbled words. Most of it doesn't make any sense. It was really, really low to the point where I had to turn it pretty much all the way up for us to stand right next to it to make sense of anything that was coming through. We walked outside by the gate to meet Zach and Jay, and we were talking about their experiences in the house. And when we were out there, we all heard Bryn come through like clear as day, to the point where we all looked at each other and we were like, did you hear that?
It was loud.
It was really, really loud. It's the spot where you've had your first experience. So we thought maybe bringing you in here, maybe we get some sort of communication, some sort of answer. We don't know. But it was really weird nonetheless.
Most of my experiences are here in the barn.
When I was in here by myself, it was pretty quiet.
Hey, we brought Bryn back. Did you have anything you wanted to say to her? Do you like Bryn? I don't know.
I can't tell.
Who was the man that Bryn saw here? Do you remember your name? Or their name?
Do you have anything you want to ask Bryn? I'd like to know who said my name.
Can you tell us now that Bryn is here who the girl in the photo is? Kendra? Kendra? What else sounds like Kendra? Sandra?
Give us your name.
Claire? Claire? Over there. We brought Bryn for you. Can you please use the energy of everything you have to communicate using this device?
Is there something that you regret?
All right, well, we gotta go. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything to Bryn? Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Someone just opened a door? Hello? Okay, cool. No, this feels really quiet. All right, this is your last chance for me and Zach. Can you knock on something?
It's like a pretty big, deep bang. Did you hear that?
No.
It's just been, the floorboards was like, boom, cracked. Say that again.
Hey, could you knock on something again?
Okay, so we just finished up our investigation here at this location, and this is one of the most frustrating parts about being an investigator or documenting the supernatural as much as you can, is because we have like 50 years worth of people telling us there's experiences here, and they match up from the 70s to now. We have a ton of footage from Bryn that she captures on her own. We have the photo that seems to be legit. We know things happen here. And one of the frustrating and hardest parts about trying to document these stories is that we can't control anything. We can't like wave a wand and make paranormal activity happen. It doesn't work that way. We wish it worked that way. It doesn't. And it can be really, really frustrating because as much as you try, we don't know that call and response is actually how it works. So it just kind of seems like sometimes you have to be here at the right time, at the right moment with the right people. And were we? I don't know. Seems like we got some little things, maybe some bigger things that we're not even aware of yet. Bryn's name coming through was really weird. But did we encounter what lives at this very haunted location? I don't know that we did. If we did, maybe it was just whispers of it. And maybe to hear it in full voice takes coming back a couple times.
Okay, we're wrapping up our investigation at the farm. And I have to say, this was a pretty fun one. I feel like we were able to find out a lot of information through Michelle's reading. I think that whatever is on this property has a strong connection with Bryn. And maybe that has to do with the girl that's here, her past. There's a certain connection with Bryn's past as well. And there's a really strong emotion that's kind of holding her here. And maybe that's why she showed up right behind me in this field in that photo. Because she wanted Bryn to see her. I think this place is special. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just got a lot of history. the stone. Yeah, I hope that we can come back and maybe have more stuff happen in the future.
And it's subjective, but I feel it here. There is something here. You can feel it in your bones. And I don't think there's anything bad here. But it's alive and it's aware of you. That's what I feel. Okay, so I am on my way to the location to go meet with Bryn. Heather is actually working on another case, so she's on her way somewhere else. We've been going through these historical documents, and I think we found some things that match up with our investigation. So I want to go tell Bryn what we found, hopefully give her some closure, some valuable information, and, you know, at least make her feel validated that, you know, you're not crazy. Like, something is going on here. And, you know, maybe she has some new information for us. So I'll go meet with her, have a chat, and hopefully we can start putting some of these puzzle pieces together. So I was just told Bill came back because he has more information for me. I don't know what that means. So I'm going to go inside and meet Bill and find out what he has to say. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Thanks for coming. I heard you have some more information.
Bryn having told me last night that you had a lot of activity. I texted her back after looking at that image at home and said, look, Bryn, look, you see the fence post and you see the person? That's a child in that image, in that photograph that she took.
Yeah, the one in white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a child. She said, yeah, there was a lot of activity and thought maybe that there was some abortion or pregnancy or something involved. Yeah, there was. Ginger was pregnant.
She was pregnant?
Yeah.
When she died?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now that came from her sister, I believe. I definitely heard that she was pregnant, and she was pregnant with Rudy, this child.
Now, were they officially together, or was this kind of scandalous that they were having a baby together?
They weren't. There was no scandal, no nothing. Nobody knew anything.
Now, was he married or anything? Or
Him, yeah, his family lived 2 doors up.
But he was married while he had an affair with Ginger?
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't want to talk too much. But if it helps you to maybe help her find peace, that was my intention of coming here and telling you these things. Yeah, maybe you give, the more information you have, maybe the more you can help her.
Holy cow. To recap, Ginger was having an affair with a married man.
Mm-hmm.
She got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
This is believed to be why she took her own life?
I don't know the reason why. I wouldn't say, but it's all strange. Of course, there was never anything published about it, like as far as, there was no obituaries, there was no nothing.
Right, well, they wouldn't have put that in the paper that she was pregnant.
Not that, but I mean,
Yeah.
there was nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Mr. He just made it all go away, made it quiet. Yeah.
So even her death was kind of just slipped under the rug?
It was all quiet. Yeah.
This is mind-blowing to me because we had none of this information.
Well, I just thought I could help you out a little bit.
You did. You really, really did. Thank you.
Hey. All right.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. That was f***ing crazy.
That was insane. Like how, like every piece lined up like perfectly. Like every piece lined up perfectly.
That's so f***ing bizarre. I'm mind blown right now. They would have never written about her being pregnant and dying by suicide because of that. That would have never been in a paper. And you only get those stories from people like him. You only get the stories from the people that are around, still living, willing to talk about it. Because otherwise, all that shit is just lost to time. And like, thank God he felt like he could talk to us and say that. because that just validates, I think, everything that Bryn's been experiencing. Hey, Bryn.
Hello.
So I've had some interesting conversations today.
How about you? Found some stuff.
What did you find?
Last night you had mentioned the name Joshua.
Who was Heather feeling? Josh?
And then I started looking into some of the stuff of the history of this farm, and Joshua and his brother owned this, like late 1600s to early 1700s.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, original owner?
I guess so.
This is another weird one. We kept hearing something about a school. I think we were saying, what was this used for? What did you do? And it was like school.
What do you like the most about this property?
It's a school.
Something school?
Well, so elementary school, like 6 minutes away from here. It's elementary school.
So after them?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird because, so there's this thought in the supernatural that spirits might not remember their names, but they'll remember things associated with them. Mm. So I don't.
So school.
School, yeah.
Right.
Bill came back today. And I know you had put in a call saying that, if you have any other information.
I called him this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he did. And thank you for this because it just put together like all the missing puzzle pieces. So our psychic, she picked up on a couple spirits, 2 males, 2 females. She wasn't sure if each one was one and the same or if it was 4 or 2. The female, though, she kept connecting to the most. And she's like, I'm connecting to her because there is so much emotion to her. There's so much trouble on her shoulders. And she was very sad. She had to make a decision, and she knew if she made this decision, it would affect her family for generations. And she just felt really conflicted, and her heart was heavy. And Michelle was like, logically, I want to go to a pregnancy. Mm-hmm. So when Bill came, he's like, I think it's important that you know. And Ginger was pregnant when she died.
That's so weird you say that. I was just saying that to my mom last night.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah. And
wondering if, is that the reason?
Yeah.
Did she know beforehand?
I guess her father completely buried this whole situation. So there was no funeral. There was no acknowledgement of her. There was no obituary. He just had Bill's words, he made it go away.
That's really sad.
Yeah. He's like, the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm wondering if this can help Ginger in some way. Like, if you have this information, maybe you can do something. So, look, this isn't my property. I'm not attached to these people. I also can't guarantee that anything we would even try would work because it's fringe and it's belief systems.
Right.
And, I have no idea. There's been some people I've worked with where we've tried things like a clearing or a cleansing and it works. Other times it doesn't. I normally think sometimes it's just a form of formal respect for whatever was here or whoever was here. If you're open to it, I could see if my friend Michelle can do some sort of remote.
I am, absolutely.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want it gone or do you just want some sort of spiritual
some type
acknowledgement?
Of acknowledgement to help Ginger.
Yeah.
That's what I care about. The fact that there's sadness. And I've mentioned this before to friends through here, that if someone's sad here, I don't want them to be sad.
So I'll call Michelle. I'll see if she can do something remotely. If she can't, I have a ton of friends who can definitely, in the area that could come out and do something for you. Just as a form of respect. And if they can move her on, maybe they can move her on.
Right.
I have really interesting information for you and a question.
Okay.
So, the woman you picked up on yesterday.
Yeah.
We got more information. It was actually really weird. We kind of mentioned it to the owner, being like, do you know who that could be, or does it make sense to you? And she's like, maybe, I don't know, let me check. So she checked with somebody who worked here a long time ago, and they knew this woman, who we think it is, and they came to us this morning and said, this woman died by suicide, which we knew, but that she was pregnant at the time of her death.
Oh, wow. Okay. That makes where she was holding her hands and looking down at her hands make a lot of sense. Okay.
The other part of it was the father was a married man.
Huh. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And that's, you kept going into it was like not supposed to be who it was with. You know, as we were talking to the person who told us everything, it was really heavy on him because he found her.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was really apprehensive about coming forward with information because it's sensitive, you know, and he wants to be respectful to her memory. But he was like, you know what, though? He's like, I was hoping that if I told you this, maybe there's something you can do for her. Because he's like, I don't want her to be stuck here. When this woman died, her family pretty much buried everything about her. So there was no obituary, there was no funeral, there was no acknowledgement about her death or what happened to her.
Oof.
Yeah. So I don't even know if it would be like a clearing that we would be asking for, but maybe some sort of blessing for her or some way to close up some of the wounds that were opened because of all this.
What would connect with her best is somebody who's empathetic and can resonate with some of her emotional stuff. And I think she needs that more than anything else. She needs to be seen and acknowledged, and not to get political about it, but early 70s, you said.
Yeah.
If it was before I was born, because I was like right on the edge of that, 73, it's interesting that she came forward at a time when her story is also so topical. And I know it's tricky to get into how the past often parallels and echoes the present. But that's a key thing about hauntings in my experience. The spirits that step forward because there is something that connects us to them. Sometimes it's something as simple as we have similar personalities, but sometimes it's as complex as we are living in a similar time. There are similar stressors and concerns. So I think the best approach for her would be to compassionately address, just thought that, because we're going to see more of her now, right now. We are seeing people like her now.
Yeah.
Same situation, the same tragedy. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is a thing that should happen on camera or not, because it feels like it would be a very intimate conversation. I would happily sit down in my space and have a conversation with her, because I do feel like we made a connection, and just try to make her feel better.
So yeah, if you can do that, that would be great. I'll send you her name. And I think the owner and the caretaker would love that, because they don't seem, she said to me, the caretaker was like, I don't care what's here as long as they're happy. She's like, it hurts my heart that she would be sad if it's her. And so I think that would make her like feel so much better about this situation. Okay, so we just got done with our active investigation. I never feel like an investigation is over. We have historical documents to go through. Zak is going through his data. For the most part, you know, exploring this stuff and documenting it and trying to figure it out if we can is fun. But you're kind of inundated with like the saddest stories, the worst stories, the darkest moments that a person can have, because, you know, we think there's a tie to that in present day supernatural activity. But Ginger's story, if she is here and that's who we're picking up on, I don't even know what to say about it. It makes me sad. It makes me angry. I hate that she was covered up. I hate that she felt so alone. in that decision. I'm sad for her. You know, from what we can tell, it seemed like she didn't have anybody to kind of turn to in that moment. And it just, I don't know, I don't have words. I think this is one of those cases that will weigh heavy on me for a really long time. You know, at the end of the day, what I hope we accomplished, and I think what we did, is that we gave Bryn some sort of validation. I think looking at everything overall, we have decades of experiences that match up, that predate the mold, that predate the debris, predate the, like, you know, the chips of paint. We have people that don't know each other having similar, if not the same experiences. We have objective evidence from security cameras, from photos. We have a psychic reading matching up with those experiences. We have a psychic reading matching up with history that we didn't know about coming in, history that Bryn didn't even know about. And then we have us, me and Heather, hearing a name that we didn't know was associated with this property and finding out that that was the original owner of the property. I just think there's something here. There's something going on this property. And is there anything bad here? I don't think so. But there's something here. There's something here.